We eventually aim to sit on the floor or the ground for this 10-minute yoga meditation. However is comfortable for you to sit. Easy crossed legs, legs crossed in half or full lotus, and on a block or a cushion if that feels easier. And if for any reason it's too uncomfortable to sit on the floor, then please feel free to sit on a chair. The yoga practices on this website onyouryogamat.com will eventually make it more comfortable to sit on the ground. And that is actually one of the benefits of any yoga practice. If you're watching this on YouTube, then I'm sitting here with you during this meditation practice. Or on the website, you can additionally download just the MP3 audio. In this session, I'll be going over a few of the principles of the meditation practice, useful if this is fairly new to you. There is also a longer 20-minute session with more emphasis on the meditation practice itself, downloadable again as an audio MP3. Wherever you are, take a few moments to get used to the sensation of sitting. Sit up fairly tall, as if the top of your head is gently lifting upwards, and imagine your spine is lengthening. Place your hands, palms down on your knees, feeling the easy weight of your hands there by relaxing your arms. Draw your chin slightly down towards the top of your chest to gaze down at the space between your knees. Now close your eyes. If possible, we aim to sit still like this through this session. But if you need to readjust your seated posture in any way, then feel free to do so, especially if you feel any discomfort in your knees. With the mouth and the eyes gently closed, bring awareness to your face. Feeling the forehead soft and the cheekbones heavy, with the sensation of space around your jaw. Feel the seal the lips create as they touch, and so begin to notice the sensation of breath in and out through the nose. If at any time you feel it would be easier to breathe through the mouth, then please do that instead. Bring awareness to your abdomen, the area around your navel or tummy. Can you imagine it is from this area that you continue to sit up nice and tall? Feel the support from this area as you continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Whatever the speed or pace of your breath is fine, but try and feel like you are breathing the breaths in and out, as if you are in control, as opposed to the body just breathing itself. The idea behind this yoga meditation session is for you now to keep your attention tuned inwards, paying attention to your controlled breathing and the sensations in the body as you sit upright. This gives us the opportunity to encourage the mind to step back from the non-stop and constant thinking it seems to do from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep. Having a break from this continuous and relentless thinking is now widely recognized in reducing stress, anxiety, and worry, and additionally improving better cognitive function and feeling happier. Thinking, of course, is useful. We need to, so as to plan and make arrangements, to be creative and resourceful. But being lost in thought all day is not useful. Being constantly hijacked by whatever your next thought happens to be, and then listening intently to whatever the voice in our head happens to be restlessly saying. Our minds are similar to a single-core processor in a computer, only really capable of effectively doing one thing at a time. So the idea now is to keep the attention focused in 100% on the breath, to then start getting some of the benefits of letting go of this non-stop thinking of the ever-wandering mind. This concept is easy to understand in principle, but far more challenging in practice. I am encouraging you to stay with it, however you get on, and trust with practice, like practicing anything, that over a period of time you will start to notice a difference. So, patiently staying with that awareness to your breath. As your next inhalation begins, immerse yourself in every moment of it. And as you begin to exhale, again being fully aware of every moment of breathing out. And beginning that process again as you inhale and exhale. The wandering, restless mind will soon tire of this exercise. Maybe it already has a while ago while I've been talking to you. Where is your attention right now, this very moment? The most important thing at this stage is to be able to notice when this is happening, when the mind starts to drift away. The mind can be like an expert thief in the night, and sometimes a while may go by before we notice anything is amiss. Be alert, as if you are a cat stealthily watching a mouse hole for the slightest flicker of activity. When you notice the mind being distracted, and that might be a recurring thought, a random thought, an image, some internal spoken dialogue reliving a past experience or an imagined future experience, then what would it take for you to let that thought drift away and come back to the breath again? The lure of the distracted mind is strong, and like any athlete or gymnast training, pushing that extra bit, doing an extra lap or repetition is not always easy. Coming back to the breath is not always easy, especially to begin with. I can only encourage you to stay with it, to be persistent, to be alert. This is necessary to start noticing any improvement. How many breaths can you take before the mind wanders and gets distracted? I'm going to count slowly up to 10. Don't worry if your breathing is not synchronized to my count. Just simply keep your awareness there as best you can. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Full awareness as you inhale and exhale, 3. If you notice the attention starting to wander, gently bring it back, 4. Keep your awareness tuned in to the sensation of sitting and breathing, 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. However you did counting to 10, approximately 1 minute is completely fine. If this is new to you, it can sometimes be a revelation to see how ceaseless the mind can be. But simply noticing this is actually a positive place to start from. So don't be discouraged if you feel your thinking is unstoppable and relentless. In fact, a meditation practice isn't even about trying to stop the thinking, as that's just not possible. But it is possible to be alert and aware as to when and what you're thinking, to be mindful. So you have the choice to step back into a calmer place. Most of all, be patient. It takes some time, but over time you will start to notice a difference. Initially, it might be that you only take a breath or two between your last thought and your next thought. But even a breath or two in that calm, tranquil place is a beginning. We're sitting a little longer. This time I'm not going to be counting, so for 1 more minute, see if you can find that place where you are alert, again, covering your breath with your full attention, every single inhalation, every single exhalation. Keep the face relaxed, sit up tall, and feel the sensations throughout the entire body, simply noticing what you notice with awareness. Now, gently opening the eyes, getting used to your surroundings. I would encourage you to find the time to do this exercise at least once a day for 10 minutes. After a while of hearing these concepts a few more times, I would ask you just to set a timer for 10 minutes as an alternative to this guided meditation. If you're interested in finding out more about meditation or mindfulness, then there are some links on the website onyouryogamat.com, where there is also a guided 20-minute meditation. And finally, something to think about. This seated yoga meditation is simply a stepping stone to bridge the gap into your everyday life. Can you take this principle of not being so attached or distracted by the ever-wandering mind when we wake up in the morning, while we're at work, having a conversation with someone, or while eating? Whatever you are doing, you can always be a little bit more present and aware.